Hey, this is JD Frost, and welcome to the Daily Ledger Podcast. Today, we're going to be talking about gaining confidence in your personal finances. Gaining confidence in your personal finances. How in the world do you gain confidence in your personal finances? I believe the best way to gain confidence in your personal finances is to know what you want. And how are you going to figure out to know what you want? It's the hardest question in the world to answer. What do you want? The best way that I know to figure out what I want at any point in time, because what I want does change from time to time, but the easier it is to figure it out, the better I am and the more focused I am on staying in the daily actions that are required to accomplish what I want. So, as far as personal finances, the best way to figure out what you want is to start to make a list of all the financial goals that you have, all the financial wants that you have. What do you want? How much money do you want when you retire? Do you even want to retire? How much money do you want to make per month? How much money do you want to save per month? How much money do you want to save for your kids? How much money do you want to save to invest? All those different things. Write down everything that's monetary related to your personal finances. Write that down and make a long list. Once you've made that list, the best way to gain confidence in your personal finances, once you have this list, is to prioritize this list. So once you've written all those things down on a sheet of paper, once you've written all of them down on a sheet of paper, then number them, starting with number one as the most important priority. If you can make one of those things happen first, that would be your first one. If you could make the second thing happen, that would be your second one, and on down the line, and put them in order. The next thing to gain confidence in your personal finances is to rewrite this list in the order of priority. Number one, I want my income to be $100,000 a month. Number two, I want to save $2,000 a month for my children, or whatever it is. Buying a house, getting a boat, buying a lake house, building a lake house. Whatever your personal goals are for your finances, you want to organize them in a list from highest priority to lowest priority. Now, the next step, not to overcomplicate it, but to make it extremely, extremely simple, is to create a daily action that is going to get you those goals. That's going to help you arrive at that goal eventually. Not tomorrow, not the next day, not even in a year, but what is the daily action it's going to take in order to accomplish that goal? Some of these daily actions might be getting up at 5 o'clock in the morning. I believe if you want to increase your income, if you want to increase your net worth, if you want to buy that lake house, the one and only daily action that you can do in order to accomplish those goals to begin with, that you can start right now, tomorrow, get up 1 hour earlier than you normally do. And don't do anything in that hour. Start to practice winning by getting up 1 hour earlier than you normally do. For me, that's 5 o'clock in the morning. When I get up at 5 o'clock in the morning, I have success. I am practicing success every single day. And the people that have the most confidence in their finances are those that practice success on a daily basis. They practice success on a daily basis by doing the things that most people would perceive as non-earning activities. Getting up early, having that cup of coffee, doing your devotional, working out, training, doing the things that you've always thought, that's not really going to get it. I've got to put more hours in at work. I've got to do this additional side hustle to make more money. I've got to do, I got to mow more yards if I'm a younger person. I've got to whatever it is, most of the things that you've been thinking are going to increase your personal finances, that are going to give you more confidence. Those are not the things that give you confidence. The things that give you confidence are the daily actions that you can accomplish every single day, that you're incrementally accomplishing each and every day. Those are the most important. Those are the things that are going to separate you winning each day and not winning each day. So, we're talking about gaining confidence in your personal finances. Those are the first 5 steps that you can execute right now in order to gain confidence in your personal finances. Another area where you can gain confidence in your personal finances is understanding where you are right now. The best way to understand where you are right now is through figuring out what your net worth is. Your net worth is calculated based off of your assets minus your liabilities, gives you your net worth. Assets minus liabilities equal your equity, your net worth. So the value of your house, if you own a house, the value of your cars, the value of your furniture, the value of your cash in your bank account, those are assets. Liabilities are the mortgage on your house, the debt that you owe on your vehicle, the liabilities, the money that is owed, to other people. Those are liabilities, and the difference between those two is net worth. To gain confidence in your personal finances, you've got to know what your net worth is. You got to start to measure and track what that number is so that you know where you're starting. And if you write down that list of all the wants that you have for your personal finances, if you write down that list in a priority, and then you also rewrite it in order of priority, and then assign a daily action to each one of those wants, desires, goals, targets, however you want to label it. As long as you write a daily action for each one of those, now you have something to be executing each and every day. These daily actions must be daily. Daily is daily. My buddy Rocky Garza tells us that all the time. Daily is daily. You got to understand where you want to go first, and then assign a daily action that's going to help you get there, and then give yourself patience. Your personal finances are never going to be where you want them to be if you are trying to accomplish those things every single day immediately. You got to get it into your head, like I had to get it into my head for a long period of time. I wanted everything to happen so quickly. I wanted it to happen right now, and I kept thinking, oh, if I just make it to that next thing, if I just get this to happen, or I just get that to happen, then I will have arrived. Nobody arrives. None of us arrive. We were designed to never arrive because we got to depend on God. Gaining confidence in my personal finances has been significantly increased because my relationship with God has increased. Significantly because I stopped focusing so much on that list, and I started focusing more on those daily actions that are going to help me get there. I believe that you can accomplish any personal finance goal and increase your confidence in that personal finance goal by just executing the daily 5. That's beating the sun up, that's working out, that's doing a daily devotional, that's training, and that is executing the daily ledger. Those things, those 5 actions are going to allow you to gain confidence in your personal finances, because that gives you confidence in where you're spending your time. And if time is money, which I believe that, where I'm spending my time, the most valuable resource I have, if I am spending that on things that I want to be spending that on, then I'm going to multiply that. I'm practicing choosing where I spend my most valuable resource. That gives me a significant amount of confidence in my finances. Now, in calculating your net worth, assets minus liabilities equals your net worth, we have a special tool that you can utilize. It's a really simple calculator, a very simple calculator that's here that is going to enable you to be able to calculate your net worth. It's a free download. We call it the Croft and Frost Net Worth Calculator. And this is going to be downloaded for free by you by going to the link. By going to a link. I've got this link in my link tree on Instagram. If you follow me at jdfrost.today, you're going to be able to utilize this tool in order to figure out what your net worth is so that you have a starting point. And then once you've made your list of all your targets, all your desires, all your wants, and you've prioritized it and you've assigned a daily action next to it, one of those daily 5 actions next to each one of those items, when you start executing those daily actions, that is going to be the very beginning of when you start to gain confidence in your personal finances. Your confidence in your personal finances is not going to come from the amount of money that you make. It's not going to come from just what your net worth is as a calculation. It's going to come from within you. It's going to come from your heart. It's going to come from your daily actions that you're doing every day. And if you start to practice this daily 5, if you start to practice these daily actions each and every day and give yourself grace and practice them, you will win every single day. And that winning is going to be what builds your confidence.